Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth. I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. And this, my darlings, is your daily pulse for Monday, the 4th of May, 2020. Do you want some attention, Tiny? Is that it? We're looking at you now. Goodbye. We've been recording the extended readings, haven't we, Tiny? I tell you what, Earth signs. I mean, I've not done Capricorn yet. I've done the Taurus and Virgo. Wow, I can't wait till you see them. I mean, they're not going to be ready for today, but I'll get them for Wednesday at the latest. I'm praying. I'm like, I'm talking really fast to get through them, but they're really good readings anyway. So we will start, my darlings, with the card at the base of the reading before moving on to to our key message, then what's facing us today, what's hidden. And I've put this on here because my heart chakra literally skipped a beat when I saw this, when I put this card down. So I put this on just to remind me. So what's hidden from our conscious mind today and our blessing for today. So my darlings, card at the base of the reading is the 5 of Pentacles. We know that Pentacles energy is all about where we put our energy and effort in order to manifest security. But number 5 is also related to power. It's our communication center as well. Okay, it's about speaking from truth. It's about our true self, and it's about engaging with our true self, really. And it's about communicating with our true selves, communicating with our inner voice, if you will. And that can take us away from the world sometimes. You know, sometimes we have to isolate ourselves in order to hear, in order to have that peace, that quiet, so that we can start to listen. So there's nothing, I mean, you know, these are energies that I embrace. I mean, you know, I live by myself while I live with my little tiny doggy, and you know, I've got plenty of time to do this. You know, some of you, I always preface it, some of you may feel alone, but it isn't about loneliness. It's about having the space to isolate, to listen, if that makes sense, so that you can listen to what's going on. So, and really, with the key message for today being the 8 of Wands, you're gonna be hearing something, because this is not, you know, we again, you know, we talk about these cards, and you know, yeah, people, the shorthand, this is messages, people say messages coming through. But this is real. You will feel it, or you will hear it, or you will notice it. And it might be in the form of synchronicities. For me, we saw this card last week, didn't we? I think it was, you know, whatever day it was, Tuesday or whatever day it was, we saw it. Around the 25th, actually, and that's when the planets went into retrograde. And I tell you what, I physically felt it, that energy coming through, and you will as well. So for those of us that are light workers or healers or whatever you want to call yourself, you'll feel it for sure, but everyone else will as well. It might come in the form of dreams, it might come in the form of synchronicities, it might come in the form of, you know, this is like, for me, star energy. Star energy is as in the star card. When you have the star card energy, and you experience it like I do physically, it is very, very heady energy. You know, you very much aware. You might feel a bit sort of spaced out, if you will. So it could come in that form. It could come and hit you in that spaced out type of way. But remember, the wand energy is about your instinctual responses. So however you react to that, go with it. So this might mean that you've either got loads and loads of energy, or you feel absolutely exhausted and you can't move. Go with it. And know that however you're responding is exactly how you are meant to be responding. There was a post that I put up on my Instagram quite a long time ago now, and I gave you the archaic definition of influenza. So the word influenza, like the flu, people have the flu nowadays. The word influenza, like many words in our that we use generally in English, actually comes from astrology, and it's actually the influx of. So you can, I'll find it on my post now, and I'll repost it so you can see it. And it actually describes this. So this is influenza. This is the archaic and the original and astrological version, meaning, if you will, of influenza. It's that influx of energy that does, and that, you know, people have the flu now when they feel ill, they feel unwell, And it can leave you feeling like that. It can leave you, not like you've got the flu necessarily, but as I said, really, really tired or pinned to the bed sometimes. I feel like that, like, oh my word. But however you respond naturally to that, allow yourself to go with it. You may be feeling isolated. You may have to stay in bed. You're not going to be ill. Don't worry. I mean, listen, if you're ill, I'm not a medical doctor. You know the rules. Follow the rules as wherever you are, blah, blah, blah. You know that. But it's a real energy. You will feel it. You will notice it today. You will notice it this week. So I want you to pay attention to it. Remember, because I always say, if you don't know, you can't grow. This new energy that's coming in for us is really, I think, because of the retrograde season. The planets appear to be in retrograde. The first planet went into retrograde on the 25th of April. And we are in retrograde season now, and it's going to come thick and fast. In about a week or so, you'll see planet after planet after planet going retrograde. I will talk about that in a separate video, in a separate astrology video that I'm going to post for us all this week, along with the extended, and I mean extended, readings for each individual zodiac sign. So let's now look at what we're facing today. So it's Monday. What are we facing today? So it's Pentacles energy, and it's number 7. After 3, everybody, my master number. I know that some of you actually say that with me now, because I do say it every time. So number 7, my master number. So we know that number 7 is about our enlightenment, darlings. It's about our higher learning, darlings, our spiritual development. Okay, and by spiritual development, remember, spirituality is simply your divine feminine. That's all it is. And your psychic self is simply your divine feminine. And that's just everything that's you that's not physical, everything that's you that you can't actually see physically. So yes, your dreams and your imaginations and your memories and your desires and your fears and your worries and your hopes, and your and those experiences that you had that you still remember, that still impact you, etc., etc., etc. That's all our divine feminine stuff. And this is with the number 7 of Pentacles here, because again, it's about where we put our energy and effort in order to manifest security. We might be thinking and feeling like, I'm tired, me, or am I doing the right thing? Am I putting my energy into the right place? Am I, and actually you feel this way because of this. Actually, that's what I can tell you now. I can tell you that the influx of this influenza, I will share that post. I'll find it and share it. It's funny, isn't it? This influenza, I love Tiny Louis. This influenza, if you will, this 8 of Wands, this new energy coming in, this new energy that you're coming in, that you have to listen to today. This new energy coming in is, you might feel down or sad or whatever, but just know that that's just retrograde season. Retrograde season is meant to put us back, meant to make us feel now how we used to feel. I thought I'd got over this. I thought I'd expelled this. I thought you have got over it. You have got over the else, and that's what you need to discover. What comes next? 8, strength. Refinement of input, refining the energy that you input to get different outcomes. So all you are doing with this energy is you are going, wow, that's how I felt then, and it felt bad, or I wasn't confident then, or I wasn't sure of myself then. That's what this is. So what you're facing is how you felt then today, and you have to listen to that, because really it's about the wisdom. Now, as I said, my heart chakra responded as soon as I dealt this card. Don't know what it is, so I put that on there. And it's the 7 of Wands. So we have this. This is what you've got to remember. This is what you've got to hold on to. What you've got to hold on to, this is what's hidden from us. What you've got to hold on to is that you are actually past this. So even if you are feeling like this, oh my gosh, like it never works out for me, or I've tried and tried and tried, it's not worked out, that's old feelings that you used to feel, and they're revisiting you because of retrograde season. They're revisiting you today because You are trying to connect with a new source of strength that you have actually gained over the last 6 weeks. So it seems a bit of a, and that's what this represents. That's what's hidden from you. What's hidden from you is you actually have the answer, or you actually know the energy. You actually know what to do. You actually have the strength. You have the ability to fight these feelings off. But by fight them off, we mean really to confront them. That's what it is. It's like the final sort of wiping of the slate, if you will. It's a final sort of, the final, you know, when you're cleaning off the desk at the end of the day, it's the final part of it, if you will, the final part of this journey where where we have been asked to confront a lot of things over the last 6 weeks, especially since you know, the middle of March, when the lockdown started being talked about and all that stuff. We've had to grapple with so much of our inner child woundings, of our fears about what's going on, of the uncertainties, blah blah blah. We've grappled with so much, and some of us might feel today like we are back in March, like we are back in, you know, beginning of lockdown. You are meant to feel that in order that you recognize, actually, I have learned so much, I am much stronger. So what I'm trying to say is, how you react today to these feelings is going to be different to how you used to react back in March at the beginning of the lockdown. That's quite a kind of a complicated, convoluted sort of story, or whatever, or message, I suppose, for today. But it doesn't make it any less true. And you will feel it because of this. This tells me, I guarantee you, it might sound like, oh, this is really confusing, but you will know this by the end of the day. You'll be like, yeah. And over the next couple of days, you know, it's not just a day, it's a couple of days, isn't it? You will know it, you will feel it. And that is the beauty of these energies. So you must engage, and that's what's hidden. So let's look at the blessing. Let's look at the blessing. What did I... Yes, queen, yes. See what I love? Yeah, I tell you. Hello, Tiny. Tiny's looking. I'll show you Tiny again, because that little face of his, baby, look. Love him. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute though? Anyway, this is why I love the tarot, and this is why I love the universe, because I said to you, didn't I? You know, you might feel, oh, he's here. Oh God. Oh no, he's in. We're in trouble, guys. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Right, sit down then, Doggo. You sit down. Good boy. Okay, so this is why I love doing the tarot, because and why I love doing it the way that I do, because I don't like to see what's coming. I like to have the surprise with you. And we got that surprise together, because I said, didn't I? You think I've not come far. You think I don't know what I'm doing. You think, is this working? You question, you know, am I doing the right thing? But that feeling is simply being revisited on you, so you can actually connect with the new source of strength, so you can confront it and connect with the new sources of strength that you've actually discovered for real over the last 6 weeks. And that's what we see here. This is a blessing. Basically, what I just said to you, this is you. Oh, I have got the skills. Oh, I have got the approach. Oh, I do have the energy. Oh, I do have the skill. Oh, I can make it happen. I can create it. So this is where we refine our input. We because we have learned, you know, we're in a new era now, if you will, of how I'm applying my energy. I know specifically what is going to help. I can save time and energy and effort, actually. Even though I felt sad and down, I might only feel sad because of this morning. That's gone by 12 o'clock. I'm on it again after 12. I'm like, right, mate, because actually I do have the strength, I do have the energy. So actually, what a beautiful day for us all. What we're getting to see today is the truth of ourselves. You know, we're getting to see today the real stuff that we got, the real stuff that we gained, the stuff that we can hold on to from the last 6 weeks. And that's why someone said on the Leo reading, because I did the sun, moon and stars reading. I started doing them for the fact for I did them for Aries and Leo, and then I was like, no, we need to do more. They need to be long. They need to be more in depth, these readings. So that's why I've done these ones May. I won't tell you when it ends, but I tell you what, I know what's coming in August now. Anyway, you can watch them this week. They're coming, but it made me laugh. She said one of the viewers. She wrote a comment. She said, "Why are you so cheerful?" She said. She said, "Why are you so cheerful?" She said, "We are." It made me laugh. We're coming into retro. We're in retro season now. She said. And it's going to suck. I presume she's American, but I don't know. And it's going to suck for us Leos and for everyone else. Why are you not talking about that? It made me laugh. I said, listen, retrograde season. I said, yeah. I said, you're right. Retrograde season did start on the 25th of April. I said, we're going into it. It's going to be a bit more thick and fast coming up over the next week or two. I said, it's not necessarily a negative. And I think that this is the thing, about these full moon and eclipse and retrograde and Mercury retrograde as well, especially in retrograde season, that people like the number 13, like the death card, like the tower card, there's a sort of a perceived way of viewing those cards or those energies or those time periods that become a part of the zeitgeist, if you will, that become a part of the language that we use to, yes, talk about them, but therefore we also expect it to be a certain way. So we think Mercury retrograde, so we think we know what that means. Number 13, for example, we think we know what that means. Number 666, for example, we think we know what that means. And no, it doesn't necessarily. I mean, number 666 and 13 are the absolute exact opposite, actually, of what people think they are as numbers, as you know, because you follow Kivas and Suros. You know that 666 is like blessings and joy and love and gifts. It literally means that. 666 does not the number of the devil. Anyway, so there's these perceived ideas about about retrograde season, and I understand that there's perceived ideas about retrograde season because it can be intense, but like temperance, the temperance card shows us, doesn't it? Temperance shows us that if we engage with our emotional selves, we will heal and we will grow. We don't avoid the emotion, we engage with it, we go with it, we feel more, we grow more. And that is what we see exactly played out today with these energies here. We see with the strength and the stability that this day brings through to us. Just look at the energies. All about our security, all about our security, all about our personal power, all about our security, all about our personal power. And today is a demonstration of that. It's a clear demonstration from the universe, between you and the universe, whether you call that your God, angels, spirit guides, whatever you call it. There's a clear connection today between you and them, or you and it, or you and God, or whatever. Yeah. And it's literally demonstrated as you walk through this day. As the day passes, it becomes clearer and clearer to you that it's a phantom feeling, if you will. And the phantom feeling is brought about, the revisit of that feeling is brought about directly, I tell you, by the stars or by the retrograde season. But actually, what you actually realise is it's a source of strength for me, because you can reflect on what you have learned and you can hold on to what you really did gain, and then you apply that as well. And again, it leads to that strength, it leads to that security. I think the next card is, look, the next card's the 9 of Pentacles, isn't it? So, this is about you applying your energy, the new energy, the new stuff that you've learned, regardless of how you feel at the beginning of the day. Come the end of the day, as I said, it passes really, really quickly, actually. And that's what's beautiful to see. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to leave it there because I've got to finish off the extended readings. I'm going for it. I'm speaking really fast because it's 12 cards and it's a lot of information that I'm trying to give you. but they're coming out really beautifully, really nicely. So I will post the preview first of all for you guys, and I'll give you plenty of time so you know when the readings are coming, the extended readings, so you can carve out a good 40 minutes to just engage with your fellow Capricorns or Taurus or Virgo or whatever your sign is. And you can just get involved in that reading and just have a really in-depth look coming. So I've got to get back to those. But I hope that you like this reading, and I will see you again very soon, my darlings, with your brand new daily pulse. I'll see you tomorrow with your daily pulse, actually, and I'll see you very soon with your extended individual zodiac sign readings. Okay, my darlings, have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.